Good morning. Good morning. I am seeing the world with rose-colored glasses today. I am John. This is Hug Nation's Love Morning, and I'm so grateful to share it with you, whether you're watching this live or watching this recording, or whether you are just midday and connecting with us via vibe and intention. Welcome. Thanks for being a part of this practice of connection and gratitude and let's say intention, but set your intention for the day feels to me it falls into a vocabulary of things that I don't know, it doesn't resonate with me. But it's kind of what we do here. Remind ourselves who we want to be today. But before we begin, it's time to sing a little bit. And if you've heard my recent songs, most of them have been shit. I make up the melody and the words and I try to make it into a song. And sometimes they are super, super short, and sometimes they are long. They always have to do with gratitude. And if you listen close, you lift your attitude. We have a love morning together. We're gonna do it today. And listen to your heart and then share anything you want to say. Oh, it's love morning, yeah. It's love morning now. It is love morning now. I wanna show you how. Good morning. Nailed it. Oh, I hope that you are starting your Sunday beautifully. I hope that you had whatever your yesterday was, I hope it was nourishing and peaceful and just what you needed. I did not participate in any marches, but I was in the headspace and was in many conversations and dialogues and tried to show support and give support to all those that I knew that were participating. And honestly, I can't tell you how relieved and happy I was to see the reports from San Diego, to see all the massive numbers of people showing up, stories of just peaceful demonstrations. And then the San Diego Police Department issued a release, sending it to the press and published it on social media saying, hey, good job, San Diego. Thanks for working with us. It was awesome. And I saw a lot of, not all, I saw some police departments that posted things saying like, if you are violent to us, that we will crush you, we will punish you. And then I saw some that were like, hey, this is the police department, and we believe in peaceful protests, and we are going to do everything we can to facilitate that and focus only on agitators and people that need to be dealt with. But our game plan is to, protect and serve and allow for this inherent right of being a citizen. So let's have a beautiful day. I wish I knew the name of the police captain a female police captain that I saw do that speech this morning. It was just like, oh man, such a nice experience to witness that kind of tone from law enforcement. If you are here, what are you grateful for? I would love to hear. If you are here, I would love to hear. Those are different hears, even though they sound the same. I could rhyme them in a future song. Can't say I won't. I am grateful for making a lot of progress yesterday on my studio setup. I learned a lot online about how to use the green screen software to tweak some things in case I can't get the lighting perfectly, which would be a bummer because I really just like bought all the things they told me to buy. So I might, my next step might be see if I can hire somebody who's like a specialist to help me work on the vignettes around my green screen. But I can make it work right now. And I also learned a bunch yesterday, practice trial and error with audio and microphones. So I'm hoping you can hear me right now. It would be a bummer if you can't. No one has left a comment, which means maybe I am silent. That would be a bummer. Now I'm a little worried. Uh-oh. I'm using a brand new mic that showed up this morning at 6:30. I got an Amazon message saying, the driver's like, hey, I can't deliver because there's nobody in our, we have a gated community and there's nobody there at 6:30 in the morning on a Sunday. So let's see. Yeah, this is showing me that audio is coming through. Okay, well, for that, I did have the experience of my, it's probably not sounding that good right now because I have a microphone hanging right here. Kelly! Good morning, Kelly. What a treat to get to have a little moment of connection with you. I think I saw that you went out to the protest yesterday. Would love to hear any reflections or anything that you're feeling grateful for in this moment. I'm grateful for knowing you for so many years. Not often, but I reflect back long ago when we worked together and you helped me with broadcasts like this and other things. And yeah, I love you. I hope you're feeling good today, or at least feeling alive and human. I'm grateful that my dad is still around and is as fun to be around as he ever has been. So I'm going to take him to dinner tonight. I'm looking forward to that. I'm grateful that I've got a tentative call with Asher and Amy today to celebrate Bada Day. And I am grateful for the fathers. So appreciative of the men I know that are raising children. I should note that I do not put myself in that category. I do not celebrate Father's Day as a father. Now, because I don't know of a Biodad Day, Amy and Asher and I will have a connection and celebration, and we will celebrate our version of Father's Day. But a father and what we celebrate, to me, we're celebrating all aspects of fatherhood and masculine influence. Doesn't have to be your biological father, doesn't have to be, you can celebrate whatever resonates with you. But what I like to take a time out on this day to do is reflect on the awesome responsibility, the incomprehensible commitment and sacrifice it takes to be a parent. And as I watched some of the people closest to me, like my brother raise 2 boys, and as I watched Dimitri in the process of raising 5 children, just seeing how all-inclusive it is. It's not like you get a new job that takes up a lot of your time or a new hobby. It's like a portion of your brain is now forever, 24/7 dedicated to including your concern, your thoughts, your protection, your responsibilities for these fragile, unique, vibrant little expressions of God. And as such, as they are expressions of God and not just your blank tablets that you get to mold, you have to work with all sorts of factors and personalities and things that are totally outside your control. And part of the process of being a father, being a parent, is that you have to facilitate and steward this life force that, built in to its development, is going to be attacking you. Not physically, hopefully, but pushing against you, challenging you, learning how to manipulate and push your buttons as part of the process of preparing them for survival. And you, as a human being in all your flawed perfection, do everything you can to instill upon them the values, the patterns, the role modeling, everything you can to try to make them happy, make them safe, make them prepared. And yet each of us, each human, each father, was raised by a flawed, broken, and perfect human being. And so we inherit just these mountains of issues. And then we work our best to try to heal them, and we cannot help it, but we pass them down. Hopefully diminished, hopefully some of them completely removed. And it's this ongoing process of trying to do your best when you are working with a imperfect baseline, and you're the subject of your stewarding is born into it a fire that is totally unique. So I am so grateful for everyone who takes on that responsibility, everyone who signs up for the uncertainty and the heartbreak and the profound joy that comes with facilitating the next generation into this world. Thank you, fathers. Thank you to all my friends who I've gotten to watch evolve from lone wolves and adventurous party guys into responsible men who have to re-identify what their priorities are, what is important, what their role as a masculine warrior in the world is. And I'm so grateful that I get to work with so many men that are doing so. I have so much respect. It is such a, I mean, if you do nothing in your life, you have no achievements, but you are an attentive father, that is a life well spent. And it is of service to the entire world. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Father's Day. And a special thank you to my dad, who won't watch this. So I can tell you about the time when he got so drunk he fell into the pool. Okay, he wasn't that drunk, but he did have a drink in his hand, and he did fall into the pool. Because except for a few moments, that guy is so consistently straight arrow, honest, no compromises to his morality, does the right thing, fights for the underdog, is willing to, he's just so smart and so funny, so quick. His mind and his perspective of the world is so diverse, and he's so well read, He understands history, and he's such an asset for me to help to understand the world. He's not naive at all. He's hopeful, and he role models so many aspects of the masculine, of being a good man, of how to live a life that will leave a legacy of people who are better off for meeting you. So, thanks, Dad. I love you. Thanks for listening to me. Anyone else wants to share anything? I just want to acknowledge that Father's Day is not easy for many people. For a lot of reasons. You may have lost your father, and it is a day that is sad or is hard to, it brings up too much feelings of loss and grief, and I want to acknowledge that. And encourage you to, with holding that grief, also find gratitude. To bring into your sadness memories of them, gratitude of things that you are because of them, to wrap the grief in a appreciation. Something that is gone, something that causes us grief, can also be a source of great gratitude. And I also want to acknowledge those that have relationships with their fathers that are hard to celebrate. Maybe sources of nothing but pain and anguish and trauma. And that's got to be hard on a day like today, when you hear me say things like I just said about my father, and knowing that that is not a gift that you ever had. And so I want to say, I send you out a big loving hug. And I want to say that if you do not have a father figure in your life, as I have grown into a white beard and am, mid-50s, I think I'm in the fatherly age. I've seen enough of the world to have a little bit of fatherly wisdom without the responsibility that I spoke earlier of. But let me say to you that if you are without a father to hug today or speak to today, that let me be your surrogate dad and say, I'm proud of you. It is hard. It is hard to be a human. It is hard to have a big heart in this world. And I'm proud of you for continually showing up, feeling, loving, expressing, doing your best, even when your best is just taking care of yourself by staying in bed. And I'm so proud of the person that you are and that you're becoming. I love you. Thank you. If Kelly's still here, Kelly says, thank you. I was thinking about that recently too. Grateful to be a part of a powerful gathering of humans across the country yesterday. Yeah, thank you for doing that. And good morning, Sherry. Sherry says, good morning. I'm grateful for my kids arriving in adulthood and being good people. I'm grateful when the world is kind to them, and I'm grateful for their strengths and lessons when it's not. Oh, that is so good. I'm going to say it again. I am grateful when the world is kind to them, and I am grateful for their strengths and wisdoms when it's not. I'm grateful they share that I'm grateful that they share with me. I'm grateful that my daughter tells me that I'm her best friend. I'm grateful my son geeks out on science with me. Parenting is terrifying and marvelous. So weird. Thanks, Sherry. Yay. As someone who has a good relationship with my parents and a good relationship with my brother, I do not take it for granted. I am so in gratitude on a daily basis because I know that it is all too rare to have that kind of support and those kind of friendships within family relationships. Sherry says, also, I'm grateful for my fathers who have both passed, but their memory is joy. My dad was like John Muir, a peaceful woodsman, conservationist, kind, gentle. My stepdad was a jolly, joyful, generous Santa Claus. They were both good people. Sometimes I dream about them and it's always a nice visit and catching up. I love that, Sherry. Thank you. Well, it is Sunday, and I think many people are out in the world being them. So I'm going to remind myself today that I want to be patient with myself and others. I want to shower my dad with love and shower Asher with love and practice asking questions and being in curiosity with all those that I encounter today. Grateful for you and this moment. I hope you have a beautiful day. Happy Father's Day. I love you. Let's have a hug. Wherever you are, give yourself a big old squeeze. Appreciating your body, feeling connected in this moment beyond the physical, in this shared intention of connection as we take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of us here, thanks for being here for this Hug Nation Love Morning. Enjoy. I love you. And as Father's Day, also grateful for Grandpa Caleb, who is another source of a very different kind of fatherly energy that I was so lucky to experience. Have a beautiful day.